Dr. Elara Hayes squinted against the harsh glare of fluorescent lights as she entered the briefing room of the clandestine research facility. Situated precariously on the edge of the Mariana Trench, the facility was a stark, metallic labyrinth, buried in an oceanic realm known more for its crushing depths than any human endeavor. Despite her extensive career exploring the ocean's vast mysteries, the cold, sterile environment of the facility felt alien and unwelcoming. Elara's thoughts raced as she took in the array of anxious scientists and military personnel. Her mind was a whirlwind of excitement and trepidation. What could possibly warrant such a gathering, tucked away from the prying eyes of the world? Dr. Hayes, a voice cut through the murmurs. It belonged to Commander Lee, a figure as severe as the steel walls surrounding them but with eyes revealing an undercurrent of intrigue. "Thank you for joining us on such short notice." Elara nodded, setting her gaze on the projection at the front of the room. A satellite image of the Atlantic Ocean flickered into view, zooming into an uncharted sector dubbed the Abyssal Depths. "We've detected unusual energy readings here," Lee explained, pointing with a laser pen at a glowing section of the oceanic map. "It's unlike anything we've seen, possibly a new, undiscovered phenomenon." A chorus of technical jargon filled the air, theories colliding like errant tides. But amidst the cacophony, Elara could only hear the rhythmic thud of her own heartbeat, an anticipation that felt almost primal. What awaited her beneath the waves? What secrets lay hidden in the ocean's shadows, waiting to be uncovered? Only one thing was certain: the call of the unknown was too strong to resist. Elara steadied herself as the advanced submarine heaved gently with the Atlantic currents. Dubbed the Nautilus X, the vessel was a technological marvel, sleek and cutting through the water like a whisper. For Elara, this journey held the promise of extraordinary discoveries hidden beneath the ocean's relentless curtain. The interior of the submarine buzzed with life. Monitors flickered with data streams, while her team, a diverse group of experts, focused intently on their respective duties. Dr. Raj Patel, the astrobiologist, peered through a porthole with eyes wide, a childlike wonder glowing within them. Lisa Morrow, the geologist, was engrossed in deciphering sediment samples, her brow furrowed in concentration. "We're entering the abyssal depths now," Lisa announced, her voice a mix of awe and anticipation. Elara took in the view as the submarine's external lights pierced the encroaching darkness. Bizarre landscapes unfolded, forests of towering kelp, cliffs adorned in corals of impossible hues, and the skeletal wrecks of ancient ships consumed by time. And there, embedded in the seabed, lay the remnants of a civilization long forgotten, etched with symbols both enigmatic and beautiful. "Look at those structures," Raj breathed, pointing at a series of serpentine pillars. "They seem almost purposefully placed. It's like an underwater Stonehenge," Elara mused, her mind racing to piece together the fragmented story these monuments silently screamed. As the Nautilus X navigated closer, her heart quickened. Was this a city lost to the tides of history, or something much more profound? She couldn't shake the feeling that they were on the brink of a discovery that could reshape everything they knew about the world above. Elara marveled at the ancient temple that loomed before her, a colossus of stone shrouded in the mystique of forgotten epochs. Bioluminescent flora clung to its columns, casting an ethereal glow that ebbed and flowed like a living heartbeat in the darkness. The water felt thicker here, heavy with centuries of secrets waiting to be unraveled. She adjusted her dive suit as she gingerly approached the entrance, her eyes tracing the ornate carvings. Her mind buzzed with questions. What knowledge had this civilization possessed? What stories lay carved in these stones? As if drawn by the temple's siren call, Elara stepped inside. Her flashlight beam danced over walls inscribed with cryptic symbols, their meanings tantalizingly out of reach yet stirring something deep within her intellect. Suddenly, the water shifted, a presence making itself known. From the shadows emerged the Tidekeepers, figures both majestic and fearsome, their eyes glowing with an ancient wisdom. Adorned in garments that seemed woven from the sea itself, they moved with a grace that defied the ocean's resistance. "You should not have come," the leader intoned, her voice a melody of power and warning. This place is sacred, its knowledge protected since time immemorial. Elara's heart pounded in her chest. She felt both an intruder and an acolyte standing at the altar of a church. "I seek not to desecrate, but to understand," she pleaded, her voice steady, laced with genuine respect. The Tidekeeper's gaze softened, but the warning remained. "Then heed our words and leave these depths, lest the tides claim you as their own." Elara hesitated, torn between the Guardian's caution and the insatiable curiosity that drove her. With a respectful nod, she retreated, knowing full well that leaving was the prudent course. Yet, as she moved away from the temple, determination hardened within her. Some secrets were too important to remain buried. Back in the confines of the Nautilus X, Elara's mind was a cyclone of thoughts, each spinning with its own storm of possibility. The Tidekeepers were a testament to something profound, an ancient order safeguarding knowledge that could redefine everything. But was it right to walk away now? Could the potential advancement for humanity outweigh the risk of angering such powerful sentinels? Alone in her cabin, she paced restlessly, her hands clutching a notepad filled with hurried sketches and cryptic symbols copied from the temple. Elara's resolve crystallized. She had to continue, albeit with discretion. "We need to understand the symbols," she voiced to her team, her tone a hushed conspiracy against the ocean itself. "It's the key to everything, the technology, the civilization, their power source." Raj looked up, his eyes filled with concern but also intrigue. "Elara, the Tidekeepers made it clear we shouldn't be here. Are you sure about this? This could change everything, our energy problems, our understanding of ancient cultures," she argued, stories tinged with hope and responsibility spilling from her lips. "We have a duty to explore this knowledge for the greater good." The room fell into contemplative silence. Lisa finally nodded, aligning her loyalty to Elara's vision. "Then let's decode these secrets before anyone else realizes what we've found or the Tidekeepers return." Elara smiled, the solidarity of her team filling her with renewed determination. Together, they pored over the symbols, piecing together a tapestry woven from the depths of time, each translation a revelation, each breakthrough a step closer to unlocking the past's mysteries. The ocean whispered its timeless melody outside the hull, an ever-present reminder of the boundary they danced upon. And beneath that serenade lay a heartbeat of potential waiting to be uncovered. Darkness enveloped the Nautilus X, the inky black of the deep sea broken only by the pinpricks of light from the submersible and the haunting glow of bioluminescent creatures that flickered past the viewport like stars in a submerged cosmos. Elara's fingers danced over the touch panels, her eyes flicking between monitors and the inscrutable shadows beyond. "I've got movement," Raj's voice crackled through the intercom, tinged with urgency. "It's them, the Tidekeepers." Elara's heart raced as she glanced at the sonar. A cluster of blips converged on their position, moving with the precision of predators. "Brace yourselves," she instructed, her voice steadying her team. "They don't want us here." The Tidekeepers emerged from the gloom, their forms delineated by flowing garb that shimmered with a luminous energy. They moved with purpose, a spectral dance woven into the fabric of the sea, closing the distance with alarming speed. The chase was on. Elara gripped the controls, piloting the submarine through the ruins of the ancient city. She ducked beneath arches encrusted with vibrant anemones and twisted through columns draped with schools of shimmering fish, her movements a ballet of desperation and determination. The Tidekeepers surged after them, unrelenting in their pursuit. "Prepare the decoys," Lisa instructed tersely, her fingers flying across a console. A series of reflective buoyant drones were deployed, scattering like chaff in the water, their surfaces casting back distorted images of the Nautilus X. The tactic worked, the Guardians hesitated, momentarily confused. "Raj, now!" Elara called. At her signal, Raj activated the propulsion boost, shooting the submarine through a narrow canyon, water bubbling furiously in their wake. The Tidekeepers lagged momentarily, the natural barrier forcing them to reconsider their approach. Elara's breath came in ragged draws, but determination blazed in her eyes. Each maneuver, each decision was a testament to the confluence of skill and survival. In the end, it was the team's cohesion and ingenuity that wrested them from the Guardian's grasp, propelling them further into the heart of the ancient mystery. The chamber was vast, its ceiling lost to the shadowed embrace of the deep sea. Illuminated by shafts of light from the Nautilus X, the heart of the ancient civilization lay exposed, a sight that filled Elara with a reverence more profound than any cathedral on land. In the center, a crystalline structure pulsated with an energy that seemed to syncopate with the ocean's own rhythm. It was both alien and intimately familiar, its surface an immaculate lattice of symbols and conduits. Elara stood transfixed, the profound implications of the discovery crashing over her like a tide. This was it, the culmination of myth and science, a source of energy that could revolutionize life as humanity knew it, solving crises of power and sustainability. But with this knowledge came a heavy burden. Do you realize what this means? Raj's voice was hushed, tinged with awe as he joined her side. It's more than just an energy source, she replied, her voice barely above a whisper. It's a testament to a culture's achievements and the trust they placed in this sanctuary. Her heart ached with the dichotomy of choice that lay before her. Releasing such power into a world fraught with conflict could spell disaster, yet the potential to drive progress was undeniable. We need to document this, Lisa said, her camera capturing every angle, every nuance of the technology laid bare. Elara nodded, resolved but wary. We take the knowledge and the lessons, not the power itself. We must find a way to offer a piece of this to the world, a step forward without exposing everything. It was a compromise, but one she hoped would honor the past while safeguarding the future. She knew she stood at a threshold, a harbinger of change with a weighty grace placed upon her by the guardians of the deep. The surface welcomed them with a brilliant cascade of sunlight filtering through the Atlantic spray. As the Nautilus X breached the water and settled beside the facility's docks, Elara felt the weight of her responsibility settle over her like a mantle. The team disembarked, their faces a tapestry of exhaustion and triumph. Each step away from the submarine felt like a step toward an uncertain legacy, one she would have to shape with care. Commander Lee met her at the dock, his expression inscrutable. "Dr. Hayes, your report?" Elara took a deep breath, her mind racing with the decision she had already made. "We've discovered something potentially groundbreaking," she began, her voice measured. "A new energy source." But, she paused, choosing her words like precious stones, "We must handle this knowledge responsibly." Lee's eyes narrowed, questioning. "How do you propose we proceed?" "We release a moderated version," Elara answered, conviction steadying her tone. "Enough to advance our understanding and benefit humanity, without revealing everything or inviting exploitation. We preserve the sanctity of what resides below." At this, Lee nodded slowly, understanding dawning as the implications settled in. He extended a hand, an allyship of mutual respect and shared purpose. As the team gathered, Elara felt a profound kinship with them, her fellow explorers of the unknown. They had ventured into the abyss and returned, not with conquered secrets, but as stewards of their discovery. The ocean's mysteries were vast, its depths still guarding countless tales yet to be spun. And though much was left to uncover, Elara was left with an enduring awe and respect for the hidden worlds below. "We set a new course," she said softly, turning her face to the horizon, where the sea kissed the sky, inviting yet another era of exploration and wonder. In her heart, the lost tide's secrets remained, a silent pledge to the ancient guardians and a testament to humanity's capacity for both reverence and discovery.